Hello everyone, Spoopy Gamer here, and with a let's play of Lift Your Spirits, a regional horror game. We still have an elevator with a ghost girl who may have a crush on you. Alone on Friday night, and I spend it here. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. Alright, time to submit it. I typed out my regards to Mr. Holtman. Kindly find the attached file of assignment. Your student, Anthony. Alright, stifling a yawn, I turn on my phone and check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and getting eye bags as a college student came to grace me as whole once again, it seems. At least the weekend. Turn off the computer. It suddenly hit me how quiet it was while my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Everyone else had left. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I consider myself lucky Mr. Holtman gave me the extended deadline. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Still, there were also the rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through empty rooms. Heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't a superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. I glanced behind me over the monitors to see if someone had come in. Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into my bag. Superstitious or not, I thought what I came here for. Time to go. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting someone to be there. Yeah, it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. The hairs to the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. I clenched my fist, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Is there somebody behind me? Ding! I jumped. The door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. The chipper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. I'm almost in disbelief they were still playing at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared at the numbers slowly descended. The low of the elevator was starting to make me feel sleepy. I thought of the things I could do once I got home, just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. A shower, for sure. Microwave dinner, probably. Maybe something to do, watch before I... I blinked up at the flickering lights. Uh-oh! The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No. No. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I started slamming the doors as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help! Please! I'm in here! I didn't talk for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn around before I felt a chill around my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had a fear of close spaces. Unless there was a raspy moan from behind me. I turned my head and screamed. Across me was a glowing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripped from his fingers. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. I couldn't find my voice to scream. A face took shape. A pair of hollow eyes and a manic grin with several teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. I blacked out. Hey, wake up! Hey, wake up! Hey! I heard a voice, panicked and flustered, from above me. A person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive? I couldn't really check for a pulse, so... Anyway, are you alright? Alright, so our first branching question. Alright, so it says, I think so? You don't touch me, creep. Alright, so I'm gonna save right quick. Alright, save. Alright, return. Alright. Since I always go down the bad route first. That get the good routes. I'm going down the bad route first. So I'm saying, you don't touch me, creep. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Just give me some space, will you? I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in that baggy sweater they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot how to wash their makeup or if they just haven't slept for three days straight. Possibly both. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So... I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear, it looks straight out of a horror movie. The train looked nervous. Crap. They think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No. I believe you. For sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. I'm sorry. I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help. I could just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Alright, are you saying that was you? What kind of sick joke is this? Alright, so, let's say, what kind of sick joke is this? Let's just keep going down the bad route. I was just trying to help. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive. Not the way you are. Did they mean... You mean like a ghost? The train lit up appreciatively. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me. In the flesh. Well, sans the flesh. Alright. Believe them. Stick your hand through them. Alright, so I'm going to save again. I'm going to save. Save right here. All right, let's return. And let's continue going down the bad route. Let's stick our hand right through them. Oh, yep. Feeling your insides. My hand shot out before I could think twice. What? Tips of my fingers instantly felt airy and ice cold. Like touching something that's solid, yet not. The stranger yelped and backed away. Hey! Do you just go around sticking your fingers into people you just met? Sorry. I thought you were messing with me. The stranger was having none of it. Ugh. Why do I even bother? If you just sit tight and don't do anything stupid, they'll come find you in the morning. They shifted into a familiar black shapeless entity, melting into a puddle and disappearing through the floor. Exactly the same way they had entered. I found myself alone for the next 7 hours. The workers found me half dozing in the corner the next morning. I stayed late most nights on campus to see if the stranger would show up again, but it seemed to ignore me on purpose. I never saw them again. Bad end 1. Rude awakening. Alright. Now let's see what happens if we actually believe them. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I asked for your name, but I already know that it's Anthony. How is you? I've been watching you for a while. Excuse me? Tonight. I've been watching for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask further, they straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but it's nevertheless. Alright, so, let's see, next I think, nobody asked for your opinion. Let's say, this right here. Oh, sorry. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh. They looked away, they looked away, fingers picking at their sleeves. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did while I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widened, as if the thought never occurred to them. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds. Alma? Like in the Fear franchise? Alright, let's see. It's perfect. It sounds stupid. Let's go with it sounds stupid. Oh. Don't need to be rude about it. Alma went back to twiddling their fingers. We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation, and shocked to actually form words past the introduction, to be honest. They started humming softly, as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how'd you, Alma had an annoying look in their eyes. Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Alright, so I'm not gonna back down, because I want to figure this out. I want to find out. So let's insist. Alright, despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seem to darken. We don't have to get into it. But I really want to know. Please. They hesitate before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? Promise. Okay. So, I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known to be as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, handshaking. They clasped at their wrists and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? I paid for the darn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. So I pulled and pulled, and well, they struggled a bit before I waited for them to continue. It felt I feel my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. And the whole time, my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk to themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? All right, so this is right here the bad one. All right, so it says it's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. Kind of sound like you deserved it. Yeah, that's a really bad route right there. That's definitely a really bad route. And we're gonna go that route. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's push. Kind of sound like you deserved it. Yep, she's angry. Elmo's eyes shrunk into thin slits. You, why are you so mean to me? The lights dimmed, a fuzzy stag rising in the air. A heavy weight settled into my chest as Alma stared me down. Their height only made me shrink further. I've done nothing but be nice to you. All I wanted to do was help, and yet everything went black. I stepped back as rasping noises came from in front of me. Sounds of scruff gruffing and bones snapping. My back hit the wall. It was cold, colder than anything I've ever felt. It hurt to breathe as I waited in the dark for something to happen. Hello? Oh! The emergency lights turned on. Alma no longer looked human. Multiple eyes writhed across their form, tiny slits with red pupils, judging me. Mouths cackled and taunted, whispering, "You deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this." Wait! My feet buckled as the elevator began to drop, free falling as gravity's pull took over. The buttons began to light up one by one as we fell by each floor, faster and faster as it gained speed. The scraping of metal was loud in my ears. I dropped to my knees, begging for it to stop. And stop it did. Splat. Bad end too. You deserved it. Alright. Now let me go try to see if we can go down a good route. Let's say I think so. Phew. I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash their makeup or if they just haven't slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear, it looks straight out of a horror movie. The strangers look nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you. For sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry. I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help, and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Alright, so let's see, we're gonna say, are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive. Not the way you are. Did they mean... You mean like a ghost? That's trying to live up appreciatively. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me. In the flesh. Well, says the flesh. Alright, believe them. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. Trina gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I asked for your name, but I already know it's Anthony. How'd you... I've been watching you for a while. Excuse me? Tonight. I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask further, they straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but it's nevertheless. Alright, so I probably should save. Let me save. I'm gonna save right here. Alright, so I'm gonna say thanks, I think. They gave me a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh. They looked away, fingers picking at their sleeves. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widened, as if the thought never occurred to them. I never needed a name, but if I would have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds. Alright, let's see. Let's see, it sounds perfect. Their smile widened. Thank you, Anthony. Emma went back to twirling their fingers. We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they saw as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation, and shocked to actually form words past our introduction, to be honest. They started humming softly, as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how did you, Alma had a knowing look in their eyes. Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Alright, so it's probably gonna be, this probably leads to like the last two endings. I heard this game got 4 endings. So, I'm gonna save. Save again. Right here. Alright. So, first we're gonna back down. Let's back down. I guess I don't have to tell you then. That's alright. I hit the side and moved to sit down. Lean against the doors. Alma looked up. Alma looked on curiously. What are you doing? I strode and took my phone. I strode and took out my phone to look for a time-wasting app. In no time, I had one of my mindless games open. Might as well settle in and spend the next few hours trying to beat my high score. Not much I can do right now. Got some batteries to last a couple of hours. I pat down a spot next to me. You wanna watch? Alma stood for a moment, as if unsure. Come on, plenty of room for both. Just wash your legs, Lanky. They settled in beside me, sitting crisscross applesauce, and leaned over to look at my phone. My shoulder immediately chilled at their close proximity, but I didn't bother bringing it up. We chatted amicably as my fingers tapped away at my screen, and I'm getting more invested the higher my numbers got. But otherwise, it was peaceful company. A few hours passed. I must have dozed off at some point. As the next thing I knew, there was some roaring behind me that woke me up with a jolt. Voices began to call out, and I turned to see some workers prying the door open for me. It took no time for me to step outside when their work was done. The sunlight shining over me made it feel like everything that happened last night was a dream. I turned on my phone to look at the time. Instead, I saw an unsent message typed out on the screen. Be safe. Careful about staying late next time. I blinked and looked around. A cold chill went my arm, and I almost turned to expect Alma, but saw nothing. Next time, I put my phone away and rubbed my blurry eyes, mentally making a note to stay back at the campus more frequently from now on. Good N1. Till next time. All right. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens if we actually insist. All right. Let's see. Insist. Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seem to darken. We don't have to get into it, but I really want to know. Please. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? Promise. Okay. So I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back then I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, hands shaking. They clasped at their wrists and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? I paid for the darn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. So I pulled, and, well, they struggled a bit before I waited for them to continue. It fell. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. And the whole time my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? Alright, so last time we said it kind of sounded like you deserved it. So let's say it's not. I'm sorry that it happened to you. I put my hand over the ears. It passed right through the ears, giving an ice cold chill at my fingertips, but Alma seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked up at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing, thank you. Wait. Let me read that again. I never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here. I took my head. How are you going to do that? I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. They both trust Alma. Really? Alright, so guess I'll trust trust Alma. They clapped their hands excitedly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged into my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma? on. Let me focus. The buttons for each floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes shut and decided to trust them. It felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. The air whizzed around me. I gritted my teeth and clenched my hands, knuckles probably wet if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I laid on my I almost said it. I almost said a bad word. I lay on my butt with a smack. I took my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to me on the floor and just towards the doors. They creaked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it. I did it. I did it. I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. They yelped and backed away to the wall. Give me a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside me. It's gross. Sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors. Alma followed suit. Sure enough, the lobby was empty. The clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. Well, I guess this is it. I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twitching to entwine with one another. It all happened so fast. It's something that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nodded understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone inside my pocket, mustering up the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take. Huh? Oh, see, I didn't get a chance to read that. Yes, I guess. I guess I was about to ask, but then they heard me say yes. But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. Yeah, you're a cute ghost girl. Once again, the cheeks darkened, despite being them. Wait. Once again, the cheeks darkened, despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great, preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next time. Or next week. Yes. Don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you wherever you are in the building. Kind of settling, but okay. Stay safe, Anthony. I waved to head towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good and two. Friends for life. Or more. Or more. Whew. All right. So that was Lift Your Spirits. A very, very interesting game. I really liked it. It had about 4 endings, and all of them were pretty different. I gotta say the one where Alma turned to a really like a demon was really terrifying because they had the ambience playing the spooky music or whatever. And she had different, a lot of eyeballs in her form. It was scary. And then there was also the one ending where we actually get out of here, and Alma didn't control the elevator before, so she was actually really happy when she finally was able to do that. And when we got out of there, she was kind of like shy to like talk to like the protagonist, but he actually asked her like if she wanted to hang out again, and that was like really cute. This game was terrifying, but it had like very cute aspects, which I liked. So yeah, this game was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I highly recommend that anybody play it if when they got the time. Cause it's a very good visual novel, which I don't play a lot of visual novels on my channel. I think the last one I played was Doki Doki Literature Club, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, this game was really good. So yeah, when you got the time, definitely check this game out if you have the time. So with that said, if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe for more daily gameplay content. Stay spoopy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.